I'm ChangeDaChannel, and this is SpyWitnessNews, a show I do going over some of the news stories shared on SpyWitnessNews.org. Oil soars close to $120 a barrel on Libya fears. Oil prices rocketed close to $120 on Thursday, levels unseen since mid-2008, as growing instability in Libya stoked supply jitters across the Middle East and beyond. These cats have no shame at all. I'm sure these big oil cats are just sitting back going like, well, you know, we really don't want to, but we got to raise the price of our oil and put more money and profit into our pockets. This is a hoot right here. They were gonna do it anyway. This gave them an opportunity to save face and do it. But it's a bunch of BS. You know what I call this? It's price gouging. Price gouging. Period. That's all it is. These cats have no shame. Military reportedly employed Psyops against U.S. senators. The reporter whose story for Rolling Stone forced the resignation of former General Stanley McChrystal has a new story out, this time focusing on what he calls Psyops employed against elected officials by yet another runaway general. However, when told to target high-profile individuals such as Senator John McCain, Joe Lieberman, Al Franken, Carl Levin, and Mike Mullen, one unit resisted, citing federal law that information warfare not be used against Americans. However, when told to target high-profile individuals, suppose it was low-profile individuals, and it was just one unit. That's not all the units, they just say one unit. See, this cooks my can. Focusing on what he calls Psyops. What he calls Psyops. Like Psyops doesn't exist at all. It just cooks my can. Here's another story. FBI wants new tools to probe the internet. Here we go. Living on the edges of the internet. Cyber stalking sex addicts, terror suspects, and spam bot purveyors communicate through secret chat boards and instant messaging tools, send real-time communiques through Facebook, talk over web phone services like Skype, and generally live off of the grid. It's called going dark, and the FBI wants to put an end to it now. Don't have to go too far into this one without going into the rest of the story right here to see that it ain't nothing but a bunch of BS. FBI wants new tools to probe the internet. Basically what they're doing is doing just like, you know, the NSA, you know, the warrantless wiretaps. They just want to justify and legalize what they're already doing. We already know that they're on Facebook. We already know that they're going through Skype. That's not the point that I want to point out about this story. Now, since they're living on the edge and they're off the grid, and it's what the FBI calls going dark and they want to stop it, then the FBI knows going dark is cutting off all communications. We all know that. People know when you're going dark, there's no communication whatsoever, but yet they're using secret chat boards, instant messaging tools, real-time communiques through Facebook. Facebook is not going dark. If they're using Facebook, they're not going dark. Then instant messaging, they're not going dark. And then Skype, they're not going dark. It's BS. The FBI knows it's BS, and these people just want to legitimize what they're already doing, and it's not for the cyber stalking sex addicts or the terror suspects or the spam bots. It's for me and for you, and this is just a bunch of BS, man. Bunch of BS. Now, if you haven't grabbed one yet, grab a copy of Debunk. This season 1. It's a double DVD. It's got a bunch of extras in there. There's free shipping. You can make copies, use any of the footage in there or the music to spread the truth. That's what it's all about. I'll put a link down in the video description where you can pick up one of these. Anyhow, I'm ChangeDaChannel. This has been SpyWitnessNews. If you hadn't checked it out, get over to SpyWitnessNews.org. And I'll catch y'all next time, and I'm out.